So today we're speaking about somewhat of a lost relic on this fine internet. A creator who tried to attack me and a few others. Let's begin. Cyphr Ivitis was someone I ran into briefly on the internet. I found a video he made about being kicked out of Spoctor's Discord, apparently for acting aggressively towards admin and our staff, but I decided to contact him, saying I love to support small creators because they are the next generation of creators. But Cyphr was a bit kooky, a bit fucking psychotic. Our relationship began on Twitter, then moving to Telegram, and we began to talk and even worked on a video together. Then things got weird. So this was around the time that I came out to friends within the community about being trans. Cyphr had told me that he was a conservative. I had been quite standoffish with him on this topic, but I eventually told him and it was a big mistake. I said, I didn't think you'd like me anymore because of your political views, and I'd be right. Get it? Under the circumstances and what the conservative Republican people have done to trans people and LGBT people in America, somewhat after that it was radio silent, till one day he removed and deleted our Telegram chat. I confronted him about this, and when I confronted him about it, he deleted it. And again, and again, and again. He told me that he was scared I'd make a video about this situation. Well, hey, what you know? But I then was told to join a Discord server where he had one of his friends at the same time mediate the debate of my fucking crimes. He also brought up some comments I made in voice calls. Apparently I was abusive, telling people constantly to shut the fuck up, and that I was clout chasing from Cyphr, despite me having 4 times the subs. So we ended up going our separate ways. So let's recap. We met, I came out, and we squabbled. Okay. Somewhat after this I was extremely upset. I got pulled out of bed at 5 AM, not sleeping all night, and then sat talking for another 2 hours, and bang, hello son, it's time for school. I was extremely pissed off because I actually thought of Cyphr as a friend. After this I continued making videos, and in these videos I made a few petty jokes, small digs at him. System, because you don't like someone else's opinion. So I had the unfortunate thing of actually tangling with some cunt who doesn't like to use Dmca shit. He loves to use it against me. So what happened with, I think 2 videos ago I made a video about how to become big on YouTube. And I used 3 seconds of a clip of someone's persona. And because of that, I was then threatened, and eventually was then threatened to be Dmca'd over that, because I didn't give artists credit. Now, if I had to give someone artist credit over a persona over 3 seconds, why don't I give every other fucking game developer that made Dirty Bomb credit? He then begun to tweet shit about me, calling me a clout chaser and a bit of an all-out art thief. This is where the long war begun. See, knowing that calling him transphobic would piss him off and would cause a reaction, I did so. And I mean, I do believe the shit he done was quite transphobic. Like this screenshot, where he says he forgot my pronouns because I wasn't on HRT yet. If you are unsure, ask. Like Lightning said, if you fuck up someone's pronouns, apologise. Then if you are unsure of what pronouns they have, as I said before, ask them. But this is where the largest chronicle of this tale begins. The Holy Grail. The Dmca takedown. So in a video I made in April, speaking about how to become an influencer, and during that video I made a 3-second clip calling Cyphr a simp. And I'm going to go into each kind of content in general. Mr. MVP! Simp! We have 2 different types. Now, normally that's okay, but not with Cyphr, it's not. I was swiftly contacted and told, unless I credit the artist who created his art, fucking Naste16, there you go, cunt. Not wanting to be pushed around, I challenged him on this, and I told him to try copy strike me. He said fair use only works in the content in nature if it's inherently educational. Why do I hear boss music? This bitch activated my trap card. The Dmca, or Digital Millennium Copyright Act of 1997, I think allows for fair use for use of parody, commentary, educational and research purposes, and many, many more, as long as it's deemed transformative, which my content was. My content was fully transformative. This wasn't enough for Cypher, and it wasn't just him. Naste16 was behind the scenes and had organised and wanted the strike. So I stopped responding to him. Then a friend of mine named Lightning Runner, great YouTuber by the way, contacted me attempting to fix things between me and Cypher. Now Lightning had no agenda in this and simply wanted to fix stuff that had been going on between us two. We spoke for a while and then I took a break. 2 hours later I got a text from Lightning, saying that he agrees with me and finally sees that what the fuck Cypher is. Basically, I continued to make fun of Cypher on Twitter, and he ended up contacting Lightning again, saying that he was going to Dmca me because of the fact that I was saying because I was calling him mean things on Twitter. Okay, first of all, that's legit breaking the law. This was where another friend of mine, COYOTE Lovely, got involved. Spoke to both parties and I told my side. Cypher flooded COYOTE with evidence of me, which was a link to the Discord that had featured when I'd been dragged out of bed and forced to respond to paragraphs of allegations. COYOTE went through all of this, and I'll show some clips from his video here. Link to the full video will be in the description.
For context, that 3-second clip that I showed you was part of a 13-minute and 9-second video. So what we are talking about is Cyphr Ivitis attempting to threaten Labb with a Dmca takedown over less than 0.5% of total runtime. I'm not joking. That is, if you do the math, it comes out to that. I will have the number on screen. That's the number that it will come out to, percentage-wise. That warranted a Dmca takedown. So after talking a little bit to Labb and getting her side of events, I attempted to reach out to Cyphr Ivitis, Johnny Unitas. Fucking, I don't know. This name's irritating, man. I need a moment. But Greg's basic argument towards fair use in this context and why what Labb did was not fair use is that it was not educational, and is somehow trying to present it as though educational purposes are the only aspect of fair use, which is just objectively untrue, to the point that I don't know why anyone who understands, even at the conceptual level, what fair use is, would even think there was only one factor like that. It seems incredibly disingenuous to present it that way, but I'm going to give Greg the benefit of the doubt and just say Greg really believes that there was only one factor. Despite this, however, Greg has to understand that even if that was the only factor, using a Dmca takedown, it's not something you can use just because you don't like somebody or what they said on a different platform entirely. That's not how that fucking works. Not only that, Greg, another big factor you seem to have with your argument is that Labb needed your permission or the artist's permission, but that's not true whatsoever. Permission doesn't play a factor in fair use. I don't even understand why you would believe it would.
I also wasn't the only one who got pissed off. I'm part of a furry YouTubers group on Telegram, and there are many, but I invited him to this group. Now, like most people in the fandom, this group isn't too fond of Trump, so what does Cypher do, like 2 days after joining? Motherfucker basically gave Donald Trump's personality a fucking rim job for everybody to see. His tongue was so far up Trump's ass, it was being dissolved by the stomach acid. This then caused a rift in the group, and he'd basically publicly alienate himself. Many YouTubers had come forward to the group's admin trying to remove him, but the admin didn't wish to do anything since it was personal drama. Let's take a read of the messages, huh? Let's take a read of those messages, shall we? Imagine a tiger, and imagine an idiot trying to poke it. Who, while inching the stick closer to the tiger, says, "Gee, I should stop, I don't want to get bamboozled." Then imagine getting clawed as fair warning, and using that as clout. I'd said, "Cypher, stop, I'm doing this for you because you're gonna get us both booted from this, stop and leave me alone." "No, because you're dragging this on in here." "No, I'm not." Another YouTuber comes in and says, "If you two keep this up, I will bump you both out. This is not a play for drama. I'm done, Cypher. So you know what, let's post the logs here. I didn't care about you calling me a simp in your video, but going as far as say I'm posting your personal information online, I said, leave me alone. While you're posting private DMs, so once again, leave me alone. Excuse me, sir, this is a private issue. Can you please stop bringing it into public chats?" Then multiple screenshots were posted of these images and all these different stuff. And I said, "Mate, take it to DM, stop making the scene." He responds with, "Kindly refrain from people telling people I doxed you. That is liable. I can get you to rely on artificial dramas you create in order to latch on to larger YouTubers. But I am not going to tolerate you using me any longer. I will be more than happy to post the logs to which you refuse to credit the artist and work with use my provision. In fact, I'll post the entire conversation if I have to. In case you forgot, this fandom guards artists like a bit pit bull guards that are young. Do you really want to have the label of an art thief pinned onto you legitimately? And then he posted buttloads of screenshots. Hi guys, if you've been approached by someone named Labb regarding drama between he and I, here's a link to the full unedited logs. He's been trying really hard to make it seem like I threatened / harassed him. Yikes, hashtag furry. Fuck off, Cypher, you dirty cunt. As well as this, Cypher called me an art thief for creating a 3-second clip, but COYOTE pointed out in his video, Cypher had a 30-second clip showing other people's art without credit at all.
And you know that this was fair use. Either that, or you're just a big flaming fucking hypocrite. And the reason why I say that is because one of your earlier videos, you yourself do not even credit the artist whom you are criticizing while showing all of their artwork on screen. And I will show you that clip right now. The reason why I pointed out that that was a 3-second clip earlier in Labb's video is because that was a throwaway gag. Greg, the difference here is that you are using this as the central focal point of your video. See, that's a big difference right there.
Nothing bad ever happens to the Kennedys!
A complete double standard. So what happened after we cut contact? Well, he quit YouTube and became a writer. That didn't work out, so now he's just on for Affinity. So yeah, fuck Cypher and fuck Nastay.